The importance of protecting cloud environments has increased with the fast development of cloud computing. Cloud security is the practice of protecting cloud systems and networks from unauthorized access, data breaches, and other malicious activities. Implementing identity and access management is one method of ensuring cloud security, IAM. Identity access management makes it possible for businesses to control how users access resources and services in a cloud environment. In this article, we will discuss tips and best practices for maximizing cloud security with IAM. Understanding IAM. IAM is a framework that enables businesses to control user access to cloud resources and services. The management of user identities, access privileges, and permissions may be done centrally. Administrators may limit who has access to certain resources and services as well as the activities they are permitted to do thanks to identity access management. IAM architecture. IAM architecture consists of the following components. Users, individuals or entities requiring access to cloud resources and services. Groups, a collection of users with similar permissions. Roles, a collection of privileges that specify what a person may do. Policies, a set of rules that define how users or groups can interact with resources and services. IAM allows organizations to create, manage and delete users and groups, assign roles and permissions, and define policies to enforce security measures. IAM roles and policies. A collection of permissions that may be given to persons or groups are defined by identity access management roles. A role allows access to resources and services based on the user's defined permissions. A policy is a set of rules that defines how users or groups can interact with resources and services. IAM authentication and authorization. IAM authentication verifies users' identities to make sure they are who they say they are. Authorization, on the other hand, determines what actions a user can perform based on their identity and permissions. IAM uses various authentication methods such as password-based authentication, multi-factor authentication, and identity federation. IAM best practices for cloud security. To maximize cloud security with IAM, organizations should consider the following best practices. Limiting access with IAM. Organizations should limit access to cloud resources and services by using IAM. Identity access management allows administrators to define specific permissions for users, groups, and roles. Organizations may prevent unwanted access to sensitive data and systems by granting users just minimal rights. Implementing strong password policies. Organizations should implement strong password policies to protect user accounts from unauthorized access. Users should be required by password rules to create strong passwords and to change them often. Moreover, IAM supports password rules, which let administrators impose certain password constraints. Enabling multi-factor authentication. User authentication is made more secure by using multi-factor authentication, MFA. MFA requires users to submit an extra form of identity in addition to a password, such as a fingerprint or a code transmitted to a mobile device. IAM allows organizations to enable MFA for all user accounts to prevent unauthorized access. Regular review of IAM policies. To ensure that users have the proper permissions to access resources and services, IAM policies should be frequently reviewed. Organizations should also regularly review their identity access management policies to identify and remove any unused or unnecessary permissions. As a result, there is less chance of illegal access to cloud resources. Using IAM with encryption. In order to prevent illegal access, encryption encrypts data, adding an additional degree of protection. IAM can be used with encryption to protect sensitive data stored in the cloud. Organizations can use identity access management to manage encryption keys and policies for their data stored in the cloud. Monitoring IAM activity. Organizations should monitor IAM activity to detect and prevent any suspicious activity. IAM activity logs can provide valuable insights into who has accessed cloud resources and services, and what actions they have performed. Identity access management activity monitoring can also help organizations identify and respond to potential security threats. Tips for maximizing IAM security. In addition to best practices, organizations can also follow these tips to maximize IAM security. Use least privilege principle. Organizations should follow the least privilege principle when assigning permissions to users, groups, and roles. This entails granting users just the rights essential for them to carry out their assigned tasks. Organizations may lower the risk of unauthorized access to sensitive data and systems by restricting permissions. Continuously update IAM policies. IAM policies should be updated regularly to ensure that they reflect the organization's current security needs. Policies should be reviewed whenever there are changes to the organization's cloud environment, such as new resources or services being added. Implement Identity Federation. Identity Federation allows organizations to manage user identities across multiple cloud environments. By using Identity Federation, users can log into multiple cloud environments using the same set of credentials. This simplifies user management and reduces the risk of security breaches caused by user errors. Use third-party tools. Organizations can use third-party tools to enhance IAM security. These tools can provide additional security features such as identity verification, threat detection, and access control. By using third-party tools, organizations can improve their overall cloud security posture. Conclusion. Maximizing cloud security with IAM requires a combination of best practices and tips. By following identity and access management best practices such as limiting access, implementing strong password policies, and enabling multi-factor authentication, organizations can enhance their cloud security posture. Tips such as using the least privilege principle, continuously updating IAM policies, and implementing Identity Federation can also help to maximize identity access management security. Organizations should also consider using third-party tools to enhance their overall cloud security posture.